Hello, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I trust that whoever needs to hear this message will find it. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. Some things may resonate, some things may not, and that's okay. We're all on our own different journey. These are my stained glass tarot. They are super cool. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Also, if you're interested in my crystal bracelets, these are from Otter Spirit, and the link is down below, and a review video. Super cool. All right. We have the Hangman. I love the Hangman. The Hangman is my favorite card in the deck because it's about taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective. And by doing that, that brings in this fire. This brings in this Ace of Wands. It brings in change for you. I feel like it's time for you to take a step back and see things from a different perspective. Four of Pentacles. You. Something about you. You. Are you focusing on you? Are you making the best choices for you? Are you taking the best actions for you? Sometimes we have to take a hard look at what it is that we are doing. All right. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. I feel like there's definitely chaos going on with you. I feel like there's chaos going on. King of Wands. I kind of feel like someone is looking over you and they're watching the oh my gosh. Okay. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. I feel that there is someone around you that is stirring the pot and is watching you, watching the drama, and is doing things to create drama in your life. And this person is just sitting back and they're loving it. Wow. That just came through strong for someone. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. I just feel like this person is just sitting there and they're loving it. This King of Wands is looking at all the chaos that they've created. Like they're doing things to create chaos and they're absolutely loving it. And they're feeding off that energy. And that is what is feeding their energy. That is what is giving them life. Okay. And the way that I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles, this person is kind of looking, and I feel like this is you, like feeling sad, feeling down, feeling this heavy weight on you. Ah, yes. Yes. Like you're feeling this Three of Swords, and this person's just sitting there watching it. Wow, that's crazy. And they're loving it. All right. The Fool. For some reason, I was hearing like, do you feel like, are you feeling like a fool? Like, are you feeling, like just the way this person is looking, like, are you feeling foolish? Don't feel foolish, okay? If this is happening to you, the fact that if you realize that in this reading and you've had this feeling and you've realized that, you're not a fool because you are ready for a new beginning, right? That this has opened your eyes. This has opened your eyes to this situation, okay? And this is, so the Five of Cups is like you're kind of releasing and letting that go. Like you're kind of realizing things. Wow, this is a major revelation here. Don't feel foolish because this is a lesson that you needed to learn, right? For you to grow and for you to evolve and for you to change. So don't think of this as like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I let this person do this to me, or I fell into this person's trap. This is like something bigger that you need to learn about yourself. This is going to be, by you stepping back and seeing things from a different perspective, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. So, and this is maybe a cycle that maybe you're breaking from past lives, or, you know, is something that you came here on earth in this human experience to break the chains from and to set yourself free from. And so this is part of your challenge, right? This is part of your test with this person. And you're finally realizing that, and you're seeing how they're controlling you and they're manipulating you, but you're ready for new. Don't feel foolish. Don't, okay? Because this was a lesson that you needed to learn, and sometimes it's that tough love, right? The Emperor, oh, this is going to empower you. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Going into the Emperor energy. This is going to empower you, okay? And I know that this sounds crazy, but what you need to do is you need to thank this person, because this person has helped you to open your eyes and see what's really going on and to empower you. When you flip the script with this hangman, and that's why I love the hangman, when you flip the script and you say, thank you so much for treating me like crap, thank you so much for being this way, right, and creating this chaos, because I have just learned a major lesson, right? I have learned something really important about myself, about who I need to spend my time with and what I deserve in relationships. That I deserve relationships with people who truly care about me, that are not trying to manipulate me. I deserve relationships with people that empower me, not people that control me. All right, I just learned a big thing about myself, and I just set myself free, and I just empowered myself. So thank you for giving me that test and that lesson. Oh, I love it. This is what helps you to grow. Even though if you have someone around you, right, this person who you just, right, when you realize what was going on, but when you're able to say thank you, when you're able to release the anger and the frustration, yeah, it's a process that you're going to have to go through. When you realize this, when it clicks, when it makes sense, and you're that, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was what was happening. But when you turn that around and you say, this was a test that I needed to go through, and it's empowered you, and it's going to change your choices moving forward with this Fool energy, and you're going to be able to set yourself free. Wow. Then thank you. Thank you for that lesson, because I just learned a really big lesson, right? You just learned a really big lesson. And that's something that you wouldn't have learned if you stayed in this energy and you didn't have this realization, that you would have kept repeating the same patterns and you would have kept in this energy, right? You would have stayed in this energy. But you were able to realize that and set it free. Yes, it's a process that you're going to have to go through. The Chariot. You're moving forward, but you're controlling. You're driving, right? This person isn't driving. You are. You're driving. You're controlling. You're moving forward. Okay? You're in control now, not that person. Not with this blinder on. You're not able to see that this person is creating this chaos, and this person is right in charge, but now you're in charge, because you're in charge, because you could say, you know what, it's time for me to move on from that person. It doesn't mean that you have to confront this person and you have to get in an argument, that you have to yell or scream. It just means that your eyes are open, and so you can choose to move on. Because if you create chaos, right, then you're going back to that. If you're yelling and you're screaming at this person and you're angry and they're frustrated, then they're just sitting back and they're like, yep, I did it again. I created more chaos with you, right? I got you to be angry. I got you to be frustrated. Even though if it's directed toward that person, then it's still the same thing. But when you're quiet, right? And you quietly move on and you back away and you whatever it is that you need to do. I'm not telling you what you need to do, but say you block that person, or instead of talking to that person on that phone, that you just text with that person and you say, you know, what's going on? I got a lot going on. So what is it that you need, right? If it's someone and then you're slowly able to back away. You're not immediately answering their texts. You're not spending time with that person. You're refocusing, right? That's going to make that person angry, because you're not getting angry, because you're not frustrated, right? And you're just like, you know what? Here, la, 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 la. I'm getting on my chariot and I'm going this way. You can watch that drama this way, but I'm going this way. And quietly empowering yourself and moving forward, getting on that chariot and moving away. We have the Devil card, so I feel like it's releasing that toxic pattern. I love it. releasing that toxic pattern, okay? But also the devil is very powerful, so I feel like it's empowering yourself. Also, this reading is for Capricorn, so it's like coming into your own power and your own energy and gaining your strength back, okay? And it's gaining your strength and your power back and setting those chains free and breaking free from the situation. All right. Seven of Swords. I'm going to close with that one. So it's learning what you can from the situation and moving on. It's like learning what you can. Don't let it get caught in your head. Be proud of yourself that you've empowered yourself with the Emperor and the Chariot, that you are now in control, not this person, and you've set yourself free from that. I love it. So cool. I love it. I love this reading. I love these cards too. This is a big one. This is a big one. All right. I'm just going to grab a card from this one to close it out. I love it. Wow. Okay. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles, and I feel like this one. And we have the Five of Cups. Look at that, 2 5s. Let's grab one more. And then we have the, let's grab that one too. We have the Knight of Wands. Empowering yourself. I love it. All right, I'm going to read from the book because I like reading what she has to say. And then with these 2 5s, 5 represents change and redirection. Okay, definitely without a doubt, there is change and redirection in this reading, big time, right? Seeing things from a different perspective, realizing things, okay? 5s can also represent unexpected shifts. So maybe this reading just hit hard for you. Maybe this reading really made sense to you. Maybe this reading really opened your eyes and this was totally unexpected, but you were drawn here. I feel you were drawn here for a reason. I'm kind of the philosophy that things appear in front of you for a reason, for you to be able to hear a message. And sometimes we choose not to listen to them, and sometimes we do. All right, the Five of Pentacles. Let's see, 5 of Pentacles. Loneliness makes it hard to see your way out of the darkness. Don't get stuck in self-pity. Look to others for guidance and encouragement. Detachment from the world, sadness, emotional poverty. So sometimes we do need that community around us. This could be your social community. Sometimes it's just, good to have communities that we can, if it's not people in person, sometimes we have that close person. But not getting trapped, right? Not getting trapped in the loneliness, because then you start to get into your head too much. That I know that definitely for me, sometimes being home too much, that's part of the reason why I'm glad that I do still. It's not as bad as it used to be, but when I used to stay home a lot, like for 3 or 4 days in a row, it used to drive me crazy and I would get in my head too much. And sometimes we have to realize that sometimes it's good for us to get out. Sometimes I'll just go do errands, or, you can always call a friend and have some lunch, or, find other things to do to be able to get out of that space to clear your mind. So I feel like that's part of it. Then we have the Five of Cups. Let's see. I think that's the first one. 5 of Cups. We have something you thought would make you happy has turned out to be a disappointment. Don't force the issue if it will never work out. Definitely. Sometimes we feel like something is going to make us happy, but then we find out, it's not making me as happy as I thought it was going to. But that's okay. That's part of the process. That's learning, right? That's learning to let go. It's making those realizations and to not let that get in your head. And then we also have the Five of Wands. So there's a lot of fives. There's a lot of redirection. There's a lot of change, right? There's a lot happening here for you. And that's okay. Definitely with this reading, right? All right, let's look at the Knight of Wands. I just want to make sure that's the Knight. Yep, the Knight of Wands. I like to read what she says in the book. So the Knight of Wands, one who seeks adventure and excitement can indicate a desire to travel or explore. And I feel this is going to set you free to explore. And that I kind of put that one on the Chariot. So again, about traveling and exploring and going in uncharted areas for you and new destinations and setting yourself free from this person or the situation that is controlling you and is creating chaos in your life, right? And sitting back and watching. And it's the freedom to be you and excitement and passion and bringing that back into your life, because I feel like this is the energy that you're kind of feeling trapped in, and this is what's going to set you free. All right, I love it. I love when there's revelations, right? I love when it's that aha moment, and I definitely feel like this is one of those big time, and empowering yourself and being on your own journey and traveling. Maybe it's like, whether it's taking a trip right now or setting one up for a year from now and saying, you know what, I've always wanted to go to this place and I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to make it happen, and maybe put that money aside or book that trip or look into it and get excited about it, right? Getting excited and rewarding yourself, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you're still hanging in there with me. I so appreciate it. I appreciate all of your support. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope this has helped you in some way. As always, stay positive. Oh, wait. Let's put a heart below in the comments if you want. If you want to put a heart, leave a heart in the comments. I would appreciate that. Or if you choose something else or nothing at all, totally respect that. My brain's kind of all over the place. I'm still trying to get past this cold. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day. As always, stay positive, stay safe. I wish you the best on your journey, and I'm honored to be part of it. And love, 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 love you guys. Mwah.